I'm the brave one, right?
I'm not bold enough to disagree.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 20 greatest video games based on DC Comics. Number 20, Superman Shadow of Apocalypse. Making a good video game starring the Man of Steel has proven to be a more colossal undertaking than some may initially believe, which is why there are so many awful Superman video games. But of them all, Shadow of Apocalypse is the only one where we're willing to forgive its flaws. From the cel-shaded visuals to the different powers you can utilize in combat, there's enough here to find a ton of enjoyment. It's a game you can love for the story, concept, and faithfulness to the IP. If only it weren't plagued by a few aggravating bugs, then maybe Shadow of Apocalypse would be higher up on this list.
This is it, Superman. Only one of us is getting out of here alive.
Number 19, Gotham City Imposters.
Flying!
Much like Shadow of Apocalypse, Gotham City Imposters was far from a perfect game with its weird imbalances. Despite this, we still find ourselves reminiscing about the old days. This was a unique PvP FPS, where you could fight as wannabe Batmans or wannabe Jokers across a variety of different game modes. Heck, you could even create loadouts made up of different weapons and gadgets based on Gotham City's most famous heroes and infamous villains. Alas, no one is sadly playing it anymore, which means it's impossible to get a game going without actively searching for what few players may still actually own a copy. So you have had to been there at the time to really enjoy Gotham City Imposters when it was at its peak. Number 18, Batman Begins. Before Arkham Asylum, this was the closest we could get to having the ultimate Batman game. Based on the 2005 Christopher Nolan movie, this was one of the best looking games we had ever seen on PS2, Xbox, and GameCube. Environments and character models boasted way more details in textures and visual effects than most licensed games could even afford. Not only that, but the entire cast from the movie was brought in to record lines for the game. The level design could have been a lot better, but for what we got at the time, Batman Begins was the perfect game any Dark Knight fan could ask for.
This. Justice.
Number 17, Injustice: Gods Among Us.
After so many refusals, why now?
They made it personal.
Though Mortal Kombat vs. DC Universe didn't pan out, a DC Comics fighting game with the style of Mortal Kombat had some spark. Enter Injustice: Gods Among Us, the T-rated alternative for those with parents who knew what the ESRB was. Between the story, voice acting, and different mechanics, with stage transitions and supers, this was the 2D fighting game to play with your friends for the longest time. The DLC characters we got afterwards even offered new ways of play, and maybe grief people online a bit. To this day, this is still one of the best fighting games you can play, so if you ever see it on sale, grab it.
You won't terrorize these people any longer. Fear is the only thing these people understand.
Number 16, Batman Arkham Origins.
I see there is still some fight left. Yeah. Now beat it out of him!
We can understand why Arkham Origins may not be everyone's cup of tea, with its empty open world and mundane playback sequences of crime scenes. Really, the biggest strengths this game has going for it lie in the story and its boss fights. On the one hand, you have one of the most compelling iterations of Batman in his early years, being the Dark Knight, of course. On the other hand, you have some truly epic boss fights that help you really try to understand the core mechanics of its combat, much of it translating over to the other games. So, in other words, Origins is a great entry point for anyone who has yet to play the other 3 Arkham games.
You just ran out of time.
Stand down! Stand down! Stay down!
Now this is what I call a party!
Number 15, Lego Batman the video game. After the successes of LEGO Star Wars and LEGO Indiana Jones, TT Games was riding high as they ventured forth into a LEGO-fied Gotham City. LEGO Batman the video game was practically double the game size for no extra cost. You still have roughly more than a dozen levels like the other LEGO games, but this time there was another half to them. Obtaining enough studs and finishing each third of the game would unlock the villain sides of the story, giving you new puzzles, new boss fights, and more. It was everything a Batman fan could ask for and even more. Number 14, Teen Titans. For some reason, the video game based on the Teen Titans animated series seems to go unnoticed quite a bit. Now, we won't lie, this game is your standard 3D beat-em-up fare, but that doesn't make it a bad thing. If anything, it's just what most of us wanted. It's a game where you and 3 of your friends can play as your favorite Titan, beat up baddies, and maybe participate in some PvP action later on. So speaking of the PvP, the mode had extra characters that you could unlock via the main game. In other words, what Teen Titans excelled in the most was replay value, and we got plenty of that here.
He's bogus. We knew that a long time ago.
Number 13, Batman the Brave and the Bold, the video game.
Your attacks are worthless. I feel nothing. Don't shoot me!
Speaking of beat-em-ups, have any of you actually played the game based on Batman the Brave and the Bold? Well, this was developed by WayForward, the studio behind the Shantae games. With one player as Batman and another as a different DC hero, you and a friend could take on a variety of different Gotham criminals. In addition to the excellent controls and combat mechanics, WayForward did a tremendous job in replicating the look of the show. Our only complaint was that we wish it had come to other platforms besides just the Nintendo Wii. I mean, come on, why leave the PS3 and Xbox 360 players out in the cold? Come on, man.
Stop avoiding me!
Number 12, Batman Arkham Knight. Much like Arkham Origins, there are plenty of reasons why Arkham Knight didn't gel with some folks out there. Are we really going to act like the Batmobile was that imposing in the game? Well, we'll be the first to tell you that some of the writing could have been better. I mean, well, a lot better in fact. But overall, this was everything we have been waiting and wanting from the previous Arkham games. Let us explore Gotham City, give us exciting run-ins with different villains, provide more unique takedowns and harder challenges. Arkham Knight did all of that and served up a hearty helping of fun DLC too. So, can we stop villainizing this entry now?
It seems Scarecrow made everyone aware that Gotham would be defenseless tonight.
He's dangerous, Alfred. Keep watch for more fires.
Number 11, LEGO DC Supervillains.
All you need to do is tune the guard's TV to channel 52.
Did I just hear you're ready to spring this joint? I've just finished fashioning a cold gun out of bed springs and soap.
TT's LEGO games had been middling quality for quite some time. So if you had stopped playing before 2018, then trust us, LEGO DC Supervillains was worth coming back to. The game was unique for the simple fact that it focused entirely on the DC Comics villains as the main cast here. This was a mashed up open world where you could now explore Gotham, Metropolis, Arkham, and many other iconic locations. But the coolest aspect of all this? Well, your own custom character was now a key part of the story, and could earn brand new powers along the way. Do we even need to mention the many obscure villains they wrangled in for this entry, like Polka Dot Man and Condiment King? Good times.
Thank you, officer. Stay frosty.
Good day, sir.
Frosty.
Number 10, Batman the Telltale series.
Get behind me, Deborah!
Batman the Telltale series just might be one of the most unique games on this list. With moments where you can change the psyche of Batman at your leisure, this is as in-depth a look at the mind of Bruce Wayne as you might get in a game. Of course, there's still the fun of planning out a raid on bad guys, quick time events to keep you on your toes, and of course some stellar animation and voice acting to add to the overall enjoyment factor. Number 9, Justice League Heroes.
We're going to try and get into Star Labs and help those people. Superman out.
When the darkest forces in the universe threaten planet Earth, the Justice League is there to take them on. Justice League Heroes is an isometric Diablo-style dungeon crawler, similar to Marvel's X-Men Legends and Ultimate Alliance games. Here, you can team up with a friend to unleash the full might of the JLA on foes like Brainiac and Darkseid. The title also boasts a pretty darn good plot, written by the late Dwayne McDuffie, who wrote several tales for the DC Animated Universe series. There's nothing like having the power of the most powerful heroes on Earth at your fingertips. Grab a friend and let the beatdowns begin. Number 8, The Adventures of Batman and Robin SNES version. Long before the DC games made the leap to 3D, they had a pretty healthy run of 8-bit and 16-bit era of games, and The Adventures of Batman and Robin for the SNES is a prime example. Taking place in the Bruce Timm-verse, this two-player side-scrolling beat-em-up has players traversing Gotham as the dynamic duo, taking down rogues left, right, and center. The art style is still the same as the animated series, which is always a plus, and Batman's rogues gallery is fully stocked here. Number 7, LEGO Batman 2 DC Superheroes.
What?
I think I'm going to cry.
Sometimes even Batman needs backup to save Gotham City. Like many LEGO sequels before it, LEGO Batman 2 takes everything that made the first game great and kicks it all up a notch. The cast of characters is nearly as infinite as the items you can construct with in-game LEGOs. Factor in the quick-witted and self-referential humor that LEGO is well known for, and you'll see why this continues to be one of the most beloved DC video game franchises out there. Plus, the game contains John Williams' iconic Superman movie theme, so you can't have a more epic fight theme than that. Number 6, Scribblenauts Unmasked, a DC Comics adventure. Okay, it doesn't always have to be a dark and brooding one when it comes to DC. Sometimes it can be cute too. Just look at this crossover with DC Comics and the popular puzzle series Scribblenauts. In this game, you play a series mascot Maxwell, who has the ability to summon virtually anything you can think of to solve puzzles and defeat enemies. Only this time he can now also summon anything and anyone from the DC universe, which you'll be needing since the game also takes place within said universe. From the streets of Gotham to Lantern Corps HQ to the Daily Planet, there's plenty of fan service for any DC fan to get excited over. Number 5, DC Universe Online. When Brainiac invades the Earth in the future, Lex Luthor travels back in time to warn the Justice League and begin a new era of heroism. This MMORPG gives players the ability to create a custom hero from a wide variety of skills, powers, and custom designs, and lets them kick butt across the DCU. There are hundreds of missions, regularly updated, and there's a good chance you'll end up running into your favorite heroes. DC Universe Online continues to see the community support all the time, and has even made the leap from PC to console in recent years, expanding its player base reach and giving players the chance to be the hero of their dreams.
You must teach them to use their new abilities, for they must be on the front line in the coming battle.
Number 4, The Wolf Among Us.
If I give you this, will you let me sleep?
Yeah, all right. Probably.
And now we take a step away from the superheroes and pay a visit to the other side of DC. The Wolf Among Us is based on the Fables series from DC Vertigo and follows Sheriff Bigby Wolf on the trail of a vicious killer. Similar in style to Telltale's Batman video game, The Wolf Among Us is an interactive story, with several outcomes depending on the player's choices. The game also has received praise for its visual style and faithfulness to the Fable source material. It's a fun blend of fantasy and noir mystery. You see, it doesn't just have to be superheroes who have all the fun in the video game realm.
You scared the shit out of me, little boy. He saw everything!
Number 3, Batman Arkham Asylum. Batman faces his greatest challenge yet when the Joker seizes control of Arkham Asylum and traps the Dark Knight inside. It's the Batman thrill ride gamers always wanted, with Rocksteady Studios at the helm. You got the tools, detecting skills, and of course the brutal fists of the Dark Knight detective to navigate your way around the most dangerous building on the planet. Many of Batman's signature foes make an appearance here, and you've even got the legendary Batman and Joker voice actors Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill, respectively, back in the mix. This was a dream come true for Batman fans, and the first step towards one of the best video game franchises ever.
Yes, I know he's found us, but I won't let him hurt you. I'll kill him first.
Number 2, Injustice 2.
I cannot do that, Bruce Wayne of Earth.
Why not?
Because I am not Brother.
The sequel to 2013's hit superhero smackdown fighting game, Injustice: Gods Among Us, Injustice 2 doubled down on all the things that made the original so good. A bigger and more diverse roster of heroes and villains, a more engaging story, and deeper combat mechanics. We can't stress how well this game manages to capture the feeling of superpowered beings smashing the absolute crap out of each other, and how fun it is to recreate your favorite comic book rivalries with your friends.
What do you want, Grodd? Your head on a plate.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1, Batman: Arkham City.
Welcome to hell, Frenchie.
Batman is trapped in a sealed-off section of Gotham City run by the insane. Well, must be Christmas for the Dark Knight indeed. Arkham City takes everything that worked with Arkham Asylum and pushes it to near perfection here. The controls are smoother and the combat is more fluid. There are dozens of ways to take down opponents, from simple snatch and grabs to step-by-step walkthroughs and planouts. Add in a ton of bonus content, including a Catwoman side story, and you've got the best Batman game, nay, the best DC Comics video game ever made. This is the game that brings players as close as they'll ever come to being a gosh darn Batman.
Sorry to disappoint you boys. It's just little old me.
So what's your favorite DC Comics video game? Did it make our list? Let us know down in the comments.